Thunderhawk is a video game character from the Street Fighter series. He is an American citizen of Mexico whose ancestral land is seized by Shadaloo, forcing him to leave. He is usually brave, lively but equally angry, cold, brutal, and unemotional. His lack of emotion comes from the suffering and destruction that Bison inflicted on his people and his country. This hatred grew even more when he discovered that his childhood friend and lover Julia, one of the known high-ranking Shadaloo fighters, had been brainwashed. Despite his difficult behavior, he is actually a kind-hearted and sympathetic man who shows an imperceptible affection for animals, guided by a compass of vengeance, who wants to save his people and restore his destroyed homelands to their former glory. When he was an infant, he and his tribe members were forced off their land. Many of them resisted and some were killed, including their leader, Arroyo Hawk, Hawk's father, who was killed by Bison. Now living in Mexico near the plains of Monte Alban, he wants nothing more than to take revenge on Bison and find his tribe and his beloved, Julia. Rose guides him to the whereabouts of his friend, and following her directions, he finds Julia at a cabin in the wilderness being cared for by an elderly couple. He returns Julie to his home country in hopes of removing the brainwashing she is still under. He regains the land of his people and gains his freedom. He does not emerge as a great hero, because his land is deserted and empty. Determined, he vows to make his land as full as it once was and to bring his people and reunite them. Along the way he meets El Fuerte, and it appears that the two have met each other before. They engage in a battle to settle their old rivalry. He also fights Ken, but the latter overpowers him and defeats him with a Shoryuken, weakening him greatly. He demands that he end his life with a Hadoken, but Ken refuses, instead leaving. Hawk admits that he intends to track down Ryu, who defeated Sagat, to rival him, and find him.